testing and doing all that stuff, that last video I just posted. Today we're in the shop. It's the afternoon. I had to go do some welding for a construction company I'm helping out every once in a while. I'm doing the drive shaft enclosure in this car. It's Sean's new car. This is what I'm doing today for a couple more hours. And then I have a big wheel car coming. It's one of Demonology's friends. He just called me this morning. He's coming from Dallas. I'm gonna drop it off. I'm gonna build a new hot side. It's already turbo. We're just leaving the stock exhaust manifolds, downpipe, charge pipe, leaving all that stuff. We're just gonna build a new, from the exhaust manifolds to the turbo, brand new. All right, we got this big wheel car, came in from Dallas yesterday evening to get a new hot side made. Still reuse these manifolds, but this one's cracked up. And I think it was, they used to have an AC compressor and it went down low. The steering's been hitting it, tearing the hot side up, tore this up. So we're gonna cut this off, refresh this. We're gonna come off that V-band with new hot side. And we're gonna re-advise his turbo mounting. Just got a couple pieces of flat bar welded to the frame. So we're gonna do a Maven mount, 90 and go straight down. I actually have that kind of mocked up already, partly welded. And we're going to, instead of shooting way down and getting by the drag link, tying it to where it used to, we're gonna kind of come more straight. And so I got a single wastegate. So I actually, on the mill right now, I have a flange going. We're gonna do a T6 to 3.5, and then we're gonna step it down from 3.5 to 3. I gotta cut this in half. Here's a 3.5 bend. I'm gonna come straight a little bit, put a 45, then neck it down, and kind of put the wastegate in the same exact location. But we have a turbo flange going right now. The first half of it just stopped. So I'm gonna bolt it up to the jig right here and finish the top side of it. That way we can get the hot side started today. Alright, so messed up, forgot to start the time lapse right when it started. But while it was going, got the Maven mount all done up. It's on an angle a little bit because the frame's on an angle. So we're gonna go bolt this up to the big wheel car. Try to get it, get the frame cleaned up and tacked so I can get the turbo hard mounted. And then once the turbo flange is done, we can bolt it to the turbo and start running some stainless steel tubing from the manifold that's still good over to that. And I'm about to cut this one up and redo it so we can get this thing started. First couple pieces welded up. I haven't really been doing a lot of stainless lately, to be honest with you. But yep, this piece is actually about 2.5 inches too short, so I'm gonna cut. That's why I didn't weld it. I gotta cut it off and put a longer piece on it. We're gonna have a 45 here, and it's gonna end up going like this kind of, but I gotta put a V-band in it somewhere, and that way, cause it's gonna be too tough to get out. It's gonna have to be a 2-piece hot side. So on this type of stuff, running 60 amps. I got my back purge at 5, and I run about 30 on the CFH on that. I run 60 amps for the V-band connections. I run about 50, right around 50-ish for these. Smaller diameter tubing. So like I'll run 50 on 3-inch, 52 on 3.5, because this stuff actually gets a little thicker. And then small, like this is a 2-inch primary for a header. I'll run like 47 amps on that. But I'm gonna put this on time lapse. Told like 100 people I wouldn't weld to stock manifolds anymore. I just don't like doing it. But that one turned out all right. It's gonna hold up. I've done a whole bunch of them in the past. I just like to build custom headers now. And we've got, so this side never even messed with. The car was done already. But I welded a new V-band on to here. This V-band was already on. So we started with a new V-band clamp, zigged and zagged. We actually stepped up to 3-inch. And then it steps up to 3.5, trying to get some flow up to the Pro Mod size turbo GT55. And we got the streetcar fab flange. Looks good. So it's ran. I had to put a V-band in there because with the power steering and alternator and everything, you just can't get it in there in one piece, because I'm actually going to, that manifold I just got done doing, it swoops right here. I'm gonna come and I'm gonna 180 and probably tie up into the bottom side of this tube. And then the wastegate, I'm gonna turn out of this and put back how it was. It was kind of dumping under the downpipe here. Alright, so another cool part of turbo kits that some people struggle with is a merge, which I try not to do too many like this for a crossover merge and only do it for the wastegate. But on this deal, we only have one wastegate, and so we're gonna have to merge from both headers into the hot side before it gets to the turbo, and then we're gonna do the wastegate coming out here. But first thing I normally do is try to figure out my contour on this, which you can see I almost jacked that up, but doing it a whole bunch of times, you kind of get the idea, and I just kind of freehand it. I mark center line on both sides, which this one's already cut off. It was up to right there. And you got to kind of like figure out the 3-inch coping, and then, or whatever you're gonna tie into. And then once I find that out and get it cut and cleaned up, I just lay it on here and mark it, and I cut it. And this is all done with just a cut-off disc on a grinder and a flap disc. So Smaller holes, you can't really do that. Real small holes, you gotta drill holes and burr bits and stuff like that, but you never want to plasma cut it. So this one is pretty good. I line it up just right. I'm about to tack it, get it welded out, and then it kind of loops over to the other header right there. I'm gonna try to get that stuff knocked out, do the wastegate, and then this project will be wrapped up. Got her all welded out. Put me a little brace in here so this is one side of the engine, this is the other side of the engine. Put a little brace in there. I'll do that on the wastegates also. Just any little thing helps. So this hot side is done, and I'm about to throw it on there, and it's really, the whole car is going to be over with. On this car right here, this hot side actually has to come up from the bottom. All the factory stuff is still in here. Actually got this wastegate in here now. It's making it a little more difficult. She said, she said.
Hold on just 1 second. I think I've changed my mind. Hold on just 1 second. I've lost my mind. Oh, time will tell when I'm through hell.
Turbo kit's all the way in. The wastegate on. It's about how it was before, just redone. And now off this manifold, it's up higher, away from that steering rack. Now it just needs a good turbo, drain line, and that'll be it. But that wraps up this one. All right, done with this car, done with this video. So I appreciate everybody watching. Got the hot side done. He's on the way. It is 8:22 right now. He's gonna be here at about 9 o'clock coming from Dallas. Gonna pick the car up, take off with it, done deal. Tomorrow I'll be working on a few other things. I got some stuff to do. Don't really know what I'm working on yet. Got tons of stuff to do. I gotta knock these little small projects out, get them out of my shops, because I've got some big projects I need to hurry up and wrap up for customers. The Grand National, the C7, this C4, Ray's Trans Am. I still got Lucas's Trans Am. But that's it for this video, and we're going to try to film another one, another shop video the next couple of days. I don't have no real racing to go do for about 2 more weeks. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you in a couple days.